Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
RoadToRuta.com. So much going on. You should be moving your assets to where they need to be safe. We have a 3-day weekend coming up. Do I think this is the big 3-day weekend that the FDIC is looking for? No, I don't think so. I think they're looking for that September 3-day weekend. And they've been talking about it for years. Basically, it's the takedown of the entire banking system and how to regroup and shit like that. JP Morgan needs to be taken down, just mainly due to the Epstein situation. But we know they're the largest derivative holder in the world, so if you're looking to destroy the system, go ahead, go after JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon and the board of directors that were all involved with the situation over at Epsteinville. I think it's very appropriate that all this stuff is coming out now. We are ready to crash the system. I know you are. I know I am. Hopefully you've got your physical silver in your own possession. Hopefully you've swapped all your gold for silver at 100 to 1. It's insane. That is just insane. There's no sane person on the planet that can't see that the price of silver is massively undervalued compared to gold, compared to anything, really. And that's why all the silver is leaving. We are going to have the largest physical silver delivery year in recorded history. I'm not saying the little guys. It's not the stackers that are really pushing this. The stackers are a tiny part of the market. Tiny part of the market. It's very visible because you and I are stackers. Most of the people on this watching the Road to Ruta stuff, we're stackers. We've been stackers for a long time. And it's kind of sad to think we don't really make that much of a difference. But who does make that much of a difference is the derivative market as far as price. But as far as physical silver, has to do with the industrial side. And, who's going to bid higher for silver? The silver stacker or a company like Apple Computer or a company like Tesla? Who's got deeper pockets? The silver stacker community or Elon Musk? Or Warren Buffett, or Apple, or any company involved in technology, in the hardware side, definitely. It's insane what they're doing, but hey, that's how you make money. You make money off people being insane. Somebody said, "Oh my God, they're going to crash gold because everybody got into gold, and that means silver will go along with gold." No, it's not how it works. If we were really long silver, if everybody was long silver, like when Jamie Dimon brought it from $20 to $50 in 2011, then they could do it. But the reality is that's not the way the COTs are shaping up, commitment of traders. That's not the way the banks are saying it. It's not the way anybody sees it. You got your stackers, and you got your industrial demand, and then you have a lot of derivatives being thrown around left and right, and companies literally imploding behind the scenes. We hang in there. But I do want to talk about the most insane thing available today. The U.S. Mint has officially been dubbed the worst mint in planet Earth's history. The new acting director, Christy McNally, I was giving her literally, all it would take was to turn on one more printing press, to make Silver Eagles better than Ventris Gibson did for the last 4 years. And good old Christy McNally can't figure out where the on button is for the Silver Eagles. Not only that, the U.S. Mint website is a complete shambles. It is broken. You can't read it. All the data is discombobulated. It's embarrassing that the number one mint in the world since you can probably go back in time, but at least for the Silver Eagle program since 1987. It has been the most popular coin. It is no longer the most popular coin. Ventris Gibson outside of that. And Christy McNally is doing her best. You know, she's not a mint director. She's not a director of people. She's the ex-CFO. First they get an HR person to run the mint. Then they get an ex-CFO, a financial person to run the mint. And they can't find, I don't know what's going on. Christy, dudette, whatever you go by. He, she, him, or whatever you go by. This is embarrassing for you. It is embarrassing for my country. Get your shit together. Learn how to make a Silver Eagle. And fix your website. So they just announced the new 2025 American Eagle product. You want to see something that'll just make you sick to your stomach? Absolutely sick to your stomach? Look how much they're selling uncirculated Silver Eagles for. $91. It's almost triple the price of silver. This should be completely, well, it is illegal. It is, well, let me fix that. It's illegal because they are choosing to make these uncirculated coins instead of the bulk Silver Eagle coins as they are required by law. You cannot make one uncirculated coin legally unless you are fulfilling your obligations as far as the bulk Silver Eagle program, and you are not. It is still an allocation. As a matter of fact, Christie's looking for a very shitty year as far as silver production of Silver Eagles. Let's take a look at it. If you can see it on the website. So if you go, in the past, you go to this website, which is Silver Bullion Sales, right? And first of all, it looks horrible now. I mean, it was bad before. Now it's horrible. Look at it. So you select the program, the Silver Eagle, American Eagle, down here. They do gold and silver. Select the type, dates by total. I've been doing this for literally 25 years. And it's never been even close to this bad. And then what year do you want to select? Let's see. Because you got every year. You have your choice of every year since 1987 how many Silver Eagles have been produced. Now you have 1 year. You have 2025. They took out every single year of the historical. Now I happen to have that data, so don't worry too much about it. But the reality is it's got to be done on purpose. These people can't be that stupid. It's got to be happening on purpose. So you submit that, and then you go to the website, and look at this. Where is it? Right here. Bang. The little suckers changed it. Anyway, you go over and look how much they've made this month. We're almost at the end of the month. And they are supposed to post these numbers daily, every single day. Every single day. Daily numbers. They used to have a big thing. Oh, here it is. Sales totals are... Oh, look at that. They changed it. Sales totals are updated monthly. They don't even tell you a daily basis anymore. This is just so ridiculous. They are going backwards in time. Anyway, so I guess 10,000, fine. Look at it. Number of ounces sold, 100,000. Number of coins sold, 10,000. How does that factor in with Silver Eagles? The Silver Eagle is only a 1 ounce coin, so you guys better fix that. I hope it's 100,000. Right now, we're looking at 10 ounces of 10 coins sold, Silver Eagle, 10,000 Silver Eagle coins sold. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. They should be doing over 50 million a year. And look at these numbers. It's just 4, 5, 6.5, 7.8. Right now we're at 8 million ounces when they have the capacity to do 50 to 60 million ounces. And they're on allocation, meaning they're not making them on purpose. This is embarrassing to America. It's embarrassing to everybody involved. Everybody. So that's physical demand for silver that they're taking off the table. I want to really quickly run through this, and then I got some amazing Theta news. If you don't have both Theta tokens, I'd say TFuel right now by far, and silver, you're missing out on one or the other. And I don't want to hear you say, oh, cryptos are a Ponzi scheme, they'll get hacked. I mean, you just don't know. You haven't studied it at all. You haven't been listening to the road for the past 10 years. If you can't figure out why Bitcoin, oh my God, how can Bitcoin go over $1,000 or $100,000? Then you haven't been listening. You haven't done the work, and you don't deserve it. Get some silver, and you're fine. You figure it out one day. But Theta, if you don't understand Theta, you don't understand Theta. That's okay. You'll use it every single day. Now almost every sports team on the planet is coming to Theta. They don't have to go out anymore. There's, oh, can you set me up a chat bot like you did for XYZ team? Every team out there. They even said in their AMA, ask me anything. They said, we can't keep up with all the teams that want to start a chat bot. And this is going to blow up so big, you guys, I hope you took my advice, got a bunch of TFuel. bunch of Theta. You're staking them. You're making 7% on your TFuel. Anyway, finish off on silver. Total uses of silver. I like this article, but they get it kind of wrong. And I'll show you how. Because our friends over, I'm sure they went off the last year's, the Silver Survey, which is that criminal organization the Silver Institute puts out with Metals Focus. They got it so wrong the other year. You go to roadrooter.com, front page, I list all the red boxes are all the things, the historical numbers they changed. They had to. They couldn't tell the planet we're using 300 million ounces of silver in solar panels. How do you tell the planet that? How do you tell any silver analyst that? How do you tell the retards over at Kitco that? How do you tell Jeffrey Christian that? You don't. Jeffrey Christian's whole reason for being is to poo-poo the people saying, oh, the tinfoil hat people, they're ridiculous. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm Jeffrey Christian. I get everything right. You're full of shit, Jeff. We know who you work for. You've said who you work for. The largest financial institutions in the world. You're a pawn. You're a mouthpiece. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, industrial applications, 50 to 60%. That number is not true. It's more like it's over 100%, but even the Silver Survey has it at 68%. So that doesn't leave much left. Industrial applications. So they're saying 20 to 35% in electronics. That's more like 40 to 50%. So these are all off, but they're important because it shows you where all this silver is going and who's bidding for silver. Yeah, the silver stackers, they're a tiny fraction of the market. But who is it that is bidding for all this silver? It's all the manufacturers, all the solar plants, all the electric cars, all the regular cars. Silver's exceptional conductivity makes it critical in manufacturing electronics. Examples are solar panels, touchscreens. Everything has a touchscreen now, right? Even your washing machine, you have a little touchscreen. That uses some silver. Printed circuit boards are in everything. Growth in renewable energy, solar, etc., expanding electronic markets drive demand. Brazing and soldering, 10 to 12%, creates strong corrosion resistance joints. That's a big chunk of what goes on. The reason they use silver is the best conductor of electricity. You're trying to get electricity from here to here, and you need to connect them, you use silver. Because it's a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of silver. Chemical catalysts. Silver serves as a catalyst in chemical reactions. Production of ethylene oxide, a precursor for polyester and antifreeze. Role in synthesizing formaldehyde, widely used in resins and coatings. And then there's jewelry and silverware. Now, jewelry, when they say jewelry, silver jewelry is actually investment silver in India, where they have their dowries and all that stuff. So when they buy massive amounts of jewelry in India, which they are, jewelry, and by the way, India is building out its solar manufacturing lines, so they're going to need even more silver. That's an investment side, if you ask me. And most people understand that with gold. Not many people understand it with silver, but as the Indian customer says, oh my God, gold's too pricey. They don't like to pay for pricey things. Gold's risen, 400 times its 1980 all-time high, and silver has gone down. Indian people are not idiots. They're loading up on physical silver through the jewelry side. Silverware is a tiny part. And then it gets to investment silver. Now, according to this, I've already laid out over 100% of what happens to the silver supply every year. It's already gone. But you have investment silver. You can see it's a tiny part, 10 to 15%. Silver bullion, 8 to 10%. Collectibles, 1 to 3%. So they're looking really at 10% on the investment side. So you think about that. What's 10% of let's just round it up to 1 billion ounces of mined silver, and, well, we know the exact number, according to them, the Silver Institute. In 2024, it's just about 1 billion. So we'll call it 1 billion ounces of mine supply and recycling, right? So that means total investment, according to the experts, total investment in silver is 100 million ounces per year. 100 million. That's an M. Not billion. 100 million ounces. times 33 is $3.3 billion of total investment silver. Elon Musk can sneeze $3.3 billion and buy up every ounce of the investment silver. And it's the stackers is the smallest part of it. My figured stackers maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30 million every year, besides the big whales. And there are big whales. So stackers are a tiny part of that, a tiny part of a tiny part. But we are the most vocal, because obviously the manufacturers don't want people knowing about how much their company relies on silver. I mean, if there's no silver tomorrow, your world changes. Everybody's world changes very drastically. If there's no gold, nobody cares. But if there's no silver, the entire world will understand that very quickly. You're going to have to pay double for your cell phone. You'll have to pay quadruple for a flat screen TV. You ready for that? Everybody is going to be affected by that. And it's coming. So most of it, I would, right now, I think it already is over 100%, but they're saying 68% right now is the Silver Institute, which only leaves 30% for everything else. Everything else. So, yeah, it is a crazy time. All right, I do want to talk about this. Theta. The Theta AMA happened yesterday. Go to YouTube, Theta. They have posted on the Theta Network channel. And some of the key points, number one is they will be going on a U.S. exchange. I think before the June 25th release of the Hybrid Edge Cloud. This is massive. And number two, so U.S. exchange, probably all the exchanges this year, which is all the U.S. exchanges, the big ones are Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken. They have signed a deal with one, and the rest are in progress, and they have a date. They didn't say what that date is, but they said it's soon. So given that there's only 34 days left till the launch, they want people to be able to buy, especially TFuel, when they launch the Edge Cloud. And then they were talking about a big announcement coming with Amazon Cloud, AWS. Talk about monster. And I've been screaming about this for years. It's like, you got these huge partners. Why don't they ever help you market? And this is going to be big. It's separate, kind of, but Jay, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Long and Mitch were like giddy about this one. When you announce a massive breakthrough in this technology along with a partner like Amazon Cloud, that's huge. That's massive. All right. I hope you have your Theta. If you don't, contact Caleb and Brown. You can go to roadtoruta.com and go to affiliates. Caleb and Brown down there at the bottom to buy Theta and Theta Fuel now before next 2 or 3 weeks when they become available in the U.S. If you have problems with cryptos, contact my friend Will Lair, Unbound Assets. Unbound Assets. Go check that out, unboundassets.com. I just posted something with Will a couple days ago. Go check that out. He can help you. He can walk you through it. Walk you through how to get cryptos, what are cryptos, especially people trying to find old cryptos that they lost. That's a great service that he offers. Unboundassets.com. All right. So Theta, yes, I do think Theta will go 100x in this next move. 100. Last time it went 40x. I think is so much bigger. You know, when Amazon comes on, Google will come on. This is the cloud thing that they've already announced. It is being implemented in 34 days. 34 days. And they're signing every single sport. They got a chat bot that's really cool. And they're signing up all these sports teams to, they got lined out the door. Literally, they can't do it fast enough. So if you're asking when will it translate into a change in price of Theta and TFuel, well, Theta's up 48% in a month. That's not bad, but not great. It's still well below its all-time highs, and Bitcoin is, double its all-time high, or 30%, 40% above its all-time high. But I think the big shift is going to come when this thing is announced, when the Edge Cloud is announced, the big shift is going to be from Theta to TFuel. Because Theta is a great token as far as governance. Gives you power. Like, the big guys are going to want to hold their Theta. You can only make 1 or 2% if you stake it. If you stake TFuel, you're making a minimum of 7% minus whatever fees you have to pay. And if you have a boost node, edge node, and all that, and as Theta Fuel rises in relation to Theta, it's going to be shocking to people, I think. I do think at some point it'll go 1-to-1 relationship. Because think of every single transaction, TFuel is being burned. So yes, there's an inflation kicker. I think it's 5% a year, but every single transaction. And when you have billions of transactions, it burns a hell of a lot faster. Not just millions, but billions. And that's how big this is. Believe me or not. Believe Michelle Whitedove or not. Michelle Whitedove, I just listened to an old discussion I had with Michelle Whitedove when she was still alive, still with us, and she was talking about Theta, and she goes, I don't know why. Spirit's telling me Theta is going to be the biggest crypto out of all of them. By far. It's going into the thousands, she said. I think TFuel will probably go into the thousands as well, which is, going from 3.8 cents to the thousands. That's not a bad. It's funny because I remember buying Theta at like 4 cents. That was the lowest I ever bought it. 4 cents. And then it went up to $15. Then we had a crash, orchestrated crash, and now it's under $1 again, and it's ready to run. This is changing the world. That's why you want to invest in Theta. Nobody in crypto knows about it because it's not on any U.S. exchanges, which is changing. And nobody in the tech world knows at all because it's related to a cryptocurrency. But Theta is a software download. It is literally a software download that allows you to share excess capacity on your computer, on your cell phone. It'll actually allow AI to work on a mass scale, or assist in it at least. So many reasons to do it. All right, that's what I got. The thing that I got, the biggest thing out of the Ask Me Anything session with the Theta guys was, obviously the UX change, that's going to change the world, but as far as price goes, but the technological breakthrough in AI that they're working on right now, they're kind of giggling about it with Amazon Web Services, the largest cloud in the world. That's going to happen. So we will see. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I'll be talking to Jenny Moonstone. We're talking silver today and Theta. Silver and Theta. We're going to talk about both of them and the big gap that the remote viewing guys saw happening right away. So check it out, roadtoruta.com. We are currently giving away a paper wallet with Theta Fuel, and T-Drop. If you don't have those, you can join the private Road to Ruta for a year, and we send it out as a free gift, mailed to your front door. Go check it out. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later.